Hey everybody, it's Norm from Tested.com. We're here at DesignerCon 2016, and we have a booth this year. Now there's a massive convention hall in there with amazing artists, sculptors, designers. I've been wandering, and I just met a new friend. This is Ruben Cabrera, who's brought here your Eyestranaut. Is your first toy?
This is actually my first toy. I'm so excited to actually be here, having this interview with you. You know, this is an alien from another planet, this sort of eyeball alien, and they have this technology, but there's a lack in their culture. There's a lack of fun and whatever, and they're getting this Earth feed from our planet and sort of seeing all the entertaining things that are on our planet and sort of infusing it in their technology.
It's a whimsical concept.
Yeah.
I love the spacesuit, the eyeball character. How did this start out? Was it a drawing? What is your artist
Absolutely.
origins?
If I could show you on my iPad. So it started sort of as a sketch drawing right here of you know, two-dimensional in Photoshop of these little eyeball Eyestranaut.
Starting off as a drawing, you know, obviously these toys are three-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know, did you then prototype a sculpt? Do you sculpt by hand? Are you a digital sculptor? You know, how did you turn that drawing into a 3D object?
Yeah, so I work in the video game industry.
Okay.
I'll name plug, I work for Gearbox Software.
Awesome.
What I did start with digital sculpting in ZBrush, and that's how this sort of came to life, and then we printed it. Mm-hmm. In fact, we printed on the form too. So
oh, nice.
This was the first thing, it's like printing on the form too. Man, like 3D printing these days has come a long way.
Yeah.
So it creates that whole pipeline. It makes it so smooth. And of course, molding it, I just want to do a little shout out to Paul Francis from Chronicle Collectibles. Mm-hmm. They will be manufacturing this product.
Got it.
So they're, you know, they helped me with the molding and the painting, and here with the first kind of prototype that we're going to have.
Now behind the Eyestranaut, you have this massive lander, right? This is their version of the LEM lander.
This is, yes,
and
this is their lander.
Is this a scratch-built model that you made?
You know what? This is sort of my first venture into the whole medium, so I really had
It's your first scratch-built model?
This is my first scratch-built model.
Whoa.
And I really had to sort of like really hit the interwebs and figure out like, well, how am I going to do this? And you know, I started seeing parts around the house. I mean, these are coffee cups from Starbucks right here, like this part. And
yeah.
this front lander door is literally like Arm & Hammer. Like I opened my fridge and I sort of saw this Arm & Hammer shaped thing, and I'm like, wait a second, this could be the door to my lander. And I sort of pulled it out, and my wife kind of looked at me all weird, and it's like, crap, now I may have to replace this. I need this part. So we were kind of like, it was a funny kind of like whole segment of trying to coax my wife to get this part for my piece.
I mean, it reads totally as a lander, but it also reads as something of that world. I mean,
yeah.
the shape, the bulbous shape, it's all of the characters you create, this eyeball character series.
Yeah, I wanted two things. I wanted sort of some familiarity with like Earth things. It's like a lander. It's shaped like a lander. It has the 4 pods, so it's like you could sort of have a little relationship with it where it's like it's not so alien that I don't understand what it is. Mm-hmm. But then of course they have their technology sort of added onto it, their alien technology.
You've totally created this whole world in your head already
yeah.
of what the story of these creatures are, and it's so cool that you start off with a 2D drawing, and
yeah,
because of rapid prototyping,
yeah.
you have a toy line coming out. So when can people buy the Eyestranaut?
It's going to come out first quarter of next year.
You're partnering with Chronicle and Toy Cube.
Chronicle, yeah. Shout out to Keith Poon from Toy Cube that has sort of helped me out get the space here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So people can, we'll have your information in the description below. People should definitely check out Ruben's work. Keep an eye out. I'll be keeping an eye out for your Eyestranaut. It literally is one of those things, walking through DesignerCon, my eyes went right toward it, and I said,
man.
I gotta check that out. Thank you so much for coming by our booth and chatting with me about your Eyestranaut and showing me your amazing Kit Bash model. Thank you so much.
I'm a fan of Tested.com, and this is an honor. This interview is an honor.
Oh, well, you guys should check this stuff out. We'll see you guys next time.